welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars The Old Republic, the Jedi Knight storyline with Sogohi and Kira. Last time we left off, we had destroyed the Barrager after finding out the rather surprising news that using it would essentially wipe out a planet's power grid. And we weren't about to destroy Balmora's power grid when we came here to help the planet get free of the Empire.
Here's what I got. Look quick if you want.
And as you can see, I also sold all of my
Bring your
stuff,
friends back anytime.
including some things that we did not actually have on us last time. Because I grabbed a bunch of stuff out of my storage container on my ship, since unbeknownst to me I could actually do that from planet side. I grabbed a bunch of that stuff and then sold it. So we now have some more credits and less stuff clogging up my inventory space. But in any case, we destroyed the Barrager last time because, as I said, using it would basically obliterate the planet's power grid and ruin it for a very long time. Which is not something Sogohi was willing to do, considering we came here to help the Resistance free their world from the Empire. I have no idea what I'm babbling about now. But in any case, this time we need to meet up with that rebel leader, whose name I forget, Colonel Finlay from the Republic Expeditionary Force. Because now we have to rescue a Resistance spy from an Empire base. Which, there's a little bit of a snag that could occur here, because the Resistance knows how important this spy's information and the thing we're going to get is to us. So, I'm a little concerned they may try to push the envelope and get more out of us than we would otherwise be willing to give. So, we'll be on the lookout for them trying to blackmail us or anything of that sort. I hope that doesn't happen, but we'll be prepared if it does. Because, and I want to remind everyone of this, since it's been a good while since we were told this back in the Jedi Temple, we are here because we need to get a piece of stealth technology that the Empire has.
You'll live.
In order for the Jedi's current plan to take place. And what is that current plan? Those of you who've forgotten may ask. Well, that's quite simple. We're going to try and capture the Emperor and convert him to the light. Which Sogohi thinks is absolutely batshit insane, and there is no reason or logic behind this. It's just the Jedi being idiots in the usual way. Because there's a lot of things about the Jedi Order that we do not agree with, despite being a Jedi ourselves. And that kind of thing is one of them. Trying to convert your enemies to your side rather than eliminating your enemies is something we really, really don't agree with. So, if the opportunity arises, we're not even going to bother. We are just going to kill the Emperor. Because as far as Sogohi is concerned, he is the Emperor of the Sith. He is the greatest threat to the Republic since Revan was a Sith Lord. And we have no reason to believe he actually can be converted to the light. So it's better not to take the risk as far as we're concerned. But we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves a little bit. Before we can talk about capturing the Emperor or converting him to the light, we have to actually get this stealth device, because we need it in order to be able to access a Imperial cloaked station above Dromund Kaas, where the Emperor apparently rules from. We need access to that station to get access to the Emperor. And to get to that station, we need this cloaking device that the rebellion, that the resistance here on Balmora is going to help us find. Now, we just have to hope things don't go too badly amiss, and that we are able to get what we need in a reasonable amount of time, and without any serious complications. So now...
You'll live.
Signal Colonel Finley and his Republic forces that it's time to begin the attack.
Bad news, my friend. The Empire just landed heavy war droids in the region. Hunter-killers.
The droids are patrolling the territory between you and the objective. If they detect you heading for that Imperial base, they'll raise an alert.
Risk the base's blast shields closing before you get there. You'll have to disable those war droids quickly.
I'm on it.
Scrapped Imperial war droids? Coming right up.
I'm sending the latest reconnaissance data on the war droids' positions. Eliminate them and continue on to the Imperial base.
Never a dull moment. We should visit war zones more often.
Yes, we should,
There,
Kira.
you have the data.
Don't worry.
careful.
I'll make sure
Don't
our
burn
next
out.
vacation is also in a war zone, just so you don't get bored. How's that? You like that? I thought so. But anyways, just from that cutscene, and I know it's a cutscene, so I can't really judge this sort of thing, but I have to say, dear God, does the Republic also employ stormtroopers in the original series sense of their aiming abilities to fight their wars? Because those guys are terrible. They couldn't hit the broadside of a barn if they were at fucking point-blank range. If the Republic's soldiers are like this, then what does that mean? Are both sides just as horribly incompetent as the other? Seriously. Who enlists these soldiers? Doesn't the Republic or Empire have some sort of basic marksmanship training program? This is quite humiliating, honestly. But soldiers to kill. And droids as well. But we also have mail. But knowing my luck, that will be spam. Which we do not care about. What we care about is making these Imperial soldiers very, very dead.
Watch your step. That's a long drop down. Balmora's apparently never heard of railings.
Apparently not. And I have apparently never heard of misclicks because I'm always doing them. In any case, droids time to die. Well, droids and soldiers, but the droids are the ones there are more of, so we focus on them. And Kira can definitely still hold her own. Because we are not in any way in trouble. Having Kira here with us definitely helps. That's a third of those droids down. Two-thirds now, and I I see a conquest droid over here, which we're attacking from the other side of this bit of railing, but our sabers are not hurting the railing handily enough. And level 51. Yay for not having to level up for a very long freaking time. Not sure if that's good or bad, honestly.
There, good as new.
Side effect of having started this Let's Play before BioWare made the update that changed how leveling and gaining experience worked in this game, I guess. As back when I started, there was a hell of a lot of grinding involved in staying ahead of the curve as far as leveling is concerned. But that's been changed in the meantime. But Sogohi won't see the benefits or such of that, because he was already quite far above the level that was the minimum when that happened. So it doesn't affect me. The primary blast shield. Just as soon as I open the security chest, obviously. And now we are doing quite well. Really are. Good thing I checked. We don't want to be going back that way. We want to go over here. So it's a damn good thing I checked and made sure we were heading in the correct direction, rather than heading off and then having to backtrack because I backtracked. Which totally makes sense, right? Having to backtrack because I backtracked. Okay, that's them dealt with. Hello, Mr. Conquest Droid. Can I get your autograph, please? No? Well, I guess slicing you to bits and then continuing on my way will have to do if I can't get your autograph. Shame. It'd be nice to have the autograph of a genuine Imperial Conquest droid. I hear that's quite popular on the black market. Speaking of which, Kira, have you tried hacking these droids to make them fight on our side? What's that? They're password protected, you say? Well, you just need to crack the encryption then. As far as getting the password goes, have you tried password 1234 or 123456? Or Conquest Droid? All one word, no caps? Because the Empire's made up of a bunch of imbeciles who have no idea what they're doing, so that would seem to fit in the description, considering how incompetent they are. Let's try the most basic password. You'll eventually get something. And in the meantime, we have Imperials to kill. I'll take this. And yeah, I'm going to make a point to get this bonus objective, if for no other reason than because I feel like it. Before we finish up here. Okay, so as we were randomly killing Imperials because reasons, and trying to shut down the shield generator. Disable the primary blast shield. That's it. Let's actually be specific on this point, shall we? And Kira is being a badass, as she has a tendency to do. I swear, at this point, Kira could probably take out this entire Imperial garrison in this area without our help. I don't even know why we had to come for this. Just send Kira. She'll do everything for us. Including disable the war droids and all that. We shouldn't even have to do this. And I'm trying not to have Let's Play devolve into an excuse for me to praise Kira's awesomeness, but I can't help it. She's my favorite character thus far. I mean, Doc's pretty funny in the tiny interactions we've had with him so far, but Kira is my favorite. No questions there about her favoriteness, as far as I'm concerned, and Sogohi is concerned. And now we have to disable other blast shields, which may be a little on the annoying side. Depends on how many of them there are. Well, I see another trooper over here. Another several, actually. But Kira, Operation Kick Their Ass is a go. Please feel free. Much obliged. That's another 17 to go if we actually care to get that experience. Which we might do. I'm not actually bothered if we don't, but it would be nice to have. That's for sure.
There, good as
And we have droids to kill as well. So this will certainly help keep us leveling up. Not that I'm worried about being behind as far as leveling is concerned, considering we are 13 levels above what we need to be for this area. So the game's not going to catch up to that before we level beyond what we're going to need. That's something I'm pretty sure of. And we are doing pretty well as far as this bonus objective goes. And if you're wondering why I care about the bonus objective, I don't really, but I do kind of like to complete things like that, just to say that I have. And even though I don't play a lot of games like this, when it puts an objective in front of me like that and offers me extra experience, I kind of want to go the completionist route. Just because I can. Third blast shield, you can stop.
Warren, I've disabled the base's blast shields. It's wide open for you.
We're almost there, but Colonel Finley detects a reactor surge coming from the base. Looks like the base commander initiated a self-destruct sequence.
You want something
We
done
don't have
right,
much time to
gotta
stop
do it
Shut
yourself.
down all the security consoles in there as fast as you can.
And we have to
Hurry.
stop the self-destruct sequence because, of course, we are the one that happens to be here. I can't say I'm surprised. Oh well, gives us something to do rather than just walking from point A to point B. So at least things aren't getting boring, right? Okay, we got it, Kira. Or you'll just abandon him to help me out. That works too. our bonus objective, which won't really matter in terms of gaining experience, as so far above it. And this is not one of those multi-tiered objectives. It's just kill a bunch of bad guys. Nice and simple, which I rather like. And let's clear up that smoke. Thank you, Mr. Smoke, for listening to me. I do appreciate you clearing when I asked you to.
One day, let's retire from this Jedi business. Spend the rest of our lives having fun.
I like that idea, Kira, but not anytime soon. I'm enjoying my own awesomeness, and I'm sure that you're enjoying being so awesome. We can basically take down an entire Imperial outpost with no backup from the military. So let's not retire too soon, Kira. Let's enjoy being awesome for a while before we do anything of the sort, I'm thinking.
Self-destruct aborted.
Stop
The base is ours, Warren.
self-destruct.
Send in the troops.
Already done. Now, is this resistance leader going to screw us? That's our next concern. Because he knows he is important to us, in the sense that his spy has the information we want. So, my main concern right now is, will he let things be as they are in our deal right now, or will he try to push the envelope, get a little more than we were originally offering? I think he'll try to push the envelope, frankly. Because he knows his information that we can get from his spy is valuable to us. And generally that means he's going to try something he might otherwise not be confident enough to try. I hope that isn't the case, but I'm a little bit on the paranoid side when it comes to things like that, I have to admit. That and games like this tend to like having people betray
Busting you out, sweetheart. Where else would I be?
You know this lady, Doc?
Why didn't you mention knowing her back at the briefing?
Between all you military types, I couldn't get a word in edgewise.
Okay, fair point.
We thought we'd lost you, Metal.
She's healthy as ever. Life signs green across the board.
Okay.
That's a relief. Maddle, what have you learned about the Empire's cloaking device?
Imperial scientists left Balmora with the prototype when the Republic invaded. It's long gone.
Maddle, I sense great conflict within you. I know you're lying. What are you afraid of?
Wait just a minute. She's one of us.
Warren wouldn't accuse her of lying unless he was certain.
The truth will come out. Wouldn't you rather be the one who reveals it?
When Nicolin hears the truth, he'll want to kill me. Promise you'll stop him.
You have my word. I'm not gonna let him kill you just because he's a little pissed off.
No one will hurt you. Tell us everything.
Take it easy. Whatever this is, we'll work it out.
The Empire offered me a deal. Cooperate or die slowly. I told them everything about the Resistance. Names, locations, plans.
I knew it. The Empire has been slaughtering our people using your information.
Give them something they can use. Tell them about the cloaking device.
I don't think so.
The Empire is studying it at the Balmoran Arms Factory. It's there, I promise.
What kind of security does this Balmoran Arms Factory have?
Their defense grid's the tightest on the planet. I got in, but I couldn't get out.
You know the price of betrayal.
Wait,
She has enemy intelligence. She could be an asset.
Let's see, how do I go about this? Well, I don't think Sogohi would feel like he has the right to decide whether she should serve the Republic or the Resistance. She is a free person, and she can decide for herself.
The Colonel will escort you to a transport off-world.
Thank you, Master Jedi.
Madel was ours to punish. The Resistance will not forget this insult.
Neither will I. Thanks for saving her.
You call it an insult.
The Balmoran Arms Factory
I
is the
call it
Empire's biggest
stopping you
stronghold.
from butchering
Assaulting this
an
base was one
innocent
thing,
person
but taking on that fortress.
who is just scared for their life.
I know that place inside out. Need a shortcut through that Rancor's den? Well, I'm your man.
How is it that you know that place, though?
What would a medic know
I thought
about a
you were
weapons
doctor.
factory?
Ran a hospital there when it was Resistance territory. I still know people inside.
His knowledge and expertise will come in handy. Take him with you.
Hey, if the Imperials attack with grenades, you can throw Doc on them.
Colonel Finley and I will coordinate a full offensive against the Empire. We'll clear you
I
a
like
path to
that
the
idea.
Balmoran Arms Factory. The rest is up to you. Get that cloaking device prototype at all costs. May the Force be with us.
Okay. And I'm not going to be wearing that equipment because in a lot of ways it is shittier than what I currently have. But I'm gonna open this large credit box for another 2,500 creds. And now we are going to be heading out to the Balmoran Arms Factory again. A shame I did that couple of side quests there before this, because we could have just done everything at once, but oh well. And it really is going to be a royal shame to have to leave Doc behind. Or leave Kira behind, rather. My inability to remember things that are happening on screen strikes again. Yeah, pity that. I like having Kira as my companion. Doc's a funny character and all, don't get me wrong, but he's no Kira. And if given a choice between the two of them, I'll take Doc over Kira any day. Because Kira is one, a fellow Jedi, two, a super badass, whereas Doc is just a medic that flirts with any girl he meets. We aren't too fond of the guy, to be perfectly honest. Balmoran Arms Factory. Lower Sundari Outpost is where we want to fast travel to, I think. Judging by that. So here we go. Catch you when we're there. Okay. Here we are. And yeah, it was just gonna be such a trek that I decided fast travel was the better option. And we're here, so I'll check my mail. Let's see. Once again, spam. Well, I know that isn't spam. It's actually other players sending me offers and stuff. But as far as Sogohi is concerned, and in the way that actually matters, that is spam. It's just a bunch of random crap from people advertising things he doesn't care about. So we are going to ignore it. And we're also going to head that way, en route towards the Balmoran Arms Factory. Which, even though it isn't yet, we're hoping to make Resistance territory very soon. As even though that Resistance leader is a bit of a dick, we're not about to abandon a planet to the Empire because the people fighting for their freedom from the Empire are led by assholes. That's not the way we do things. I mean, we might punch that guy a few times to let off some steam if we get the opportunity. But beyond that, we're not just gonna leave them to do their own thing. So Peter is an ass. These guys are hostile to me as well. I didn't see that at first because they were so far away. There's a couple more trench gunners that we'll be taking down. And I miss Kira already. Sorry, Doc, but you're just not as awesome as Kira. Who, in addition to being awesome, is kind of, sort of, in a way, technically, I guess, Sogohi's girlfriend. As I've mentioned before, they're still kind of dancing around the subject, what with being Jedi and giving in to their desires like that. I'm doing air quotes as I say that. That sort of thing. Being just short of banned by the Jedi Council. It's a little complicated, is basically what I'm trying to say. And also, not only do we really like Kira and she's awesome, but she's basically the reason that Sogohi stopped behaving like Doc and flirting with every female he met. Because he did that before we started having feelings for Kira, you may remember. Because we did, and I am not telling any joke here. Actually, let's get this lore object. He did actually sleep with the new matriarch of Kalikori Village on Tython, which would probably have made for interesting discussion with the Jedi Council. So, the invasion of Balmora. I am actually going to read this codex entry because we're on Balmora and fighting to free it, so it seems fairly important. The Empire launched a two-pronged attack on Balmora during the war, leaving Balmora's weapons production facility and proximity to the core worlds to be of great strategic importance. The first prong of the attack involved slicing and reprogramming the network security systems that guarded the planet's factories, lab facilities, and weaponry, in effect turning Balmora's defenses against itself. The second prong was direct bombardment, aided by Balmora's compromised orbital defense towers and satellites. This attack devastated the planet's primary military forces and central government, leaving a unified response nearly impossible. Eventually, the Empire landed a full invasion force. By this time, the Republic had come to Balmora's aid, but was forced to abandon the planet with the Treaty of Coruscant, after which the Imperial military declared victory and established its headquarters in Sobrek. The Balmoran resistance proved more wily than the Empire had anticipated, however, and Balmora's factories proved difficult to control, leading to a years-long morass in which the Empire still mired. That's certainly interesting, and yes, the Empire is still, to this day, struggling to maintain anything resembling control of Balmora. Because the local populace really, really do not want the Balmora here. And that's being polite about it. In fact, most of the local citizens are foaming at the mouth and really looking forward to the day they can not only show the Empire's heir the door, but how to put this? Beat the shit out of them and kick them out in the most bloody manner possible would be our preference in terms of the locals here. So the Empire has done precisely the opposite of what they wanted to. And instead of winning hearts and minds to convince the local populace that they should cooperate with the Empire, they have instead pissed them off even further and convinced them that actual open revolt and armed resistance are the only way they're going to get their planet back. So, the Empire is apparently just as bad as good old Palpy is when it comes to actually maintaining control of anywhere. Because when it comes, I'm talking about Palpatine, by the way, for those of you who didn't get the reference, as both in the case of him and the Empire on Balmora, they did a pretty good job of taking what they were after, and in fact, an excellent job. But they quite thoroughly fucked it up when it came to maintaining their power once they had hold of it.
Turbolift's locked down, but don't worry. Slicing Imperial security codes is a hobby of mine. Give me 2 secs.
Quite the interesting hobby to have, Doc.
Uh-oh. Someone's coming down
And
the
yes,
turbo lift.
He gets...
Get ready for a fight.
I'm always ready for a fight.
Doc, I thought the imps had killed you.
You too, Remy? How you making out, old fella?
Same as always. Pretend to cooperate with the Imperials and stab them in the back every chance I get.
I'm surprised you're still alive. You'd think they would have figured out who was doing it by now. Considering it sounds like you've been doing this for a while.
Why haven't the Imperials killed you?
Great thing about Imperials, they're always fighting over promotions. I pin the blame on rivals. They never suspect a thing.
We're in a bind, pal. You know any way into the secure labs?
Sure. The imps put me on waste management. Gave me a data card to get in there. It's all yours. Thing is, there's guards every 2 meters in there.
That's why I travel with a Jedi, Remy.
And not just any Jedi, but the Jedi who killed Darth fucking Angrel himself. And 4 of his apprentices, including his son. So I think we'll be good with some lowly guards. But are you going to be safe?
Will blame you for this?
I have no plans to find out. Not after you opened me a nice, sweet path to freedom. Good luck.
Hello, are you there? It's Colonel Finley.
Yeah, good luck to you.
We have a
Just
new problem.
dodge the handful of
Resistance
guards
has
that
learned of
are
Imperial
still
research into
around.
weapons that use cloaking device technology. If the enemy can hide their missiles and bombs from detection, imagine the carnage.
Yes, we would be absolutely defenseless. We couldn't see their attacks coming, and they could just blow us up, take us apart piece by piece. That would be a
Empire would rip us
disaster.
apart.
You must recover all the Empire's research data on this project and deliver it to us.
There's bound to be a computer hub up there somewhere.
This may be our only opportunity. Do everything you can. Finlay out.